Looney Farm Guy here with an update to the Piccin GNDHF 72x22 for Farming Simulator 22. This is for all platforms, PC, Mac, and console. I'm on PS5 here on Fox Farms. To look at this is by Piccin, and I do believe Connect Modding is a partner in this mod. It's not listed here, but I do believe they are the one that actually designed this mod. 9.58 megabytes to download. This is ChangeLog 1.1.0.0, as I will read as follows. Adjusted opening angle, adjusted physics in work mode, physically adjusted in transport mode, adjusted wheel, adjusted adhesive that displaced when articulated, adjusted articulation, and improved unfolding and working sounds. Right, so that's a lot. A lot of adjustedness. So where do we find this? Well, first of all, we're going to find this under Tools and Disk Arrows, which is correctly noted in the description. 194 horsepower required. We'll talk about that. 6.9 meter spread width and a very nice 15 miles per hour working speed. If we go into here, we have a choice of flat disc or toothed discs. Almost said something else. $50 extra for the toothed disc. That's hard to say. That's it. So this is how you get it. This is it comes in transport mode. We will I vaguely remember this for some reason. I don't really remember it all that well. We will show you all the workings of it and kind of go through it, because it's pretty much kind of been overhauled for the most part. So you hook it up like this, and this is how you transport it to the field. At least this is how it's meant to be transported. You can also hook it up, but we'll talk about that in a moment. I've had a worker testing it. And there's a few things you should know about before using this. Now let's unhook it here. Actually, we can't unhook it. We have to do something first. We have to L1 and X is unfold, and that's what it'll do. It's going to put down that other hitch. You must do that first in order to use it. And Farm Dog Max and his little nails on the hardwood floor is coming over to see what's up. Where are you going, buddy? All right, he's on his way. Not impressed with this. It is a very nice piece of equipment, though. I'm sure it's designed exactly like the actual piece of equipment. So as we back up here, this is how you hook it up to use the piece of equipment as it should, and you can drive this around without any or much resistance, but it's not going to do anything. So you're not cultivating yet when it's attached like this. This is still in its secondary transport mode, I guess you could say. Right, so now that we have that established, L1 lower fold. You don't want to fold, because it's going to tell you this: folding is not allowed, right? Because it would cause some bit of kerfuffleness. Right. So how do you use it? L1 and circle lowers it, and this is what it does when it lowers. It is a fair bit of lowering. Now it's in work mode, and I have a much more powerful tractor than recommended, and still it only manages 14 miles per hour. So 194 horsepower recommended. What I have on there right now is the 246 horsepower version, and it still cannot reach the 15 miles per hour. So you're going to need something in the 300 horsepower range if you want to reach that 15 miles per hour max speed. Of course, you can use a drawbar and kind of kerfuffle that as well. Now, turning around, if you go ahead and just want to go turn around, you're gonna continue cultivating. So you have to L1 and circle and raise it. So once the raising process has started, it's okay. As soon as you start putting it down, so the animation is just kind of a side thing almost. But once it's lowered, once you start lowering it, that back cultivator thing is going to start doing its thing. So it's a little bit tricky, but as long as you know, as soon as you start lowering it, it's going to start cultivating. And as soon as you L1 and circle and start picking it up, it disengages that cultivation. So that creates a bit of an issue for the workers. Now, the workers use it fine, as you can see here. Oh, it's a deep cultivation too, so very nice. It's heavy cultivation, 50, well, if you can reach 15 miles per hour. Now, I highly recommend doing a headlands if you have a narrow division between fields, because the worker will get discombobulated and he won't like it. So to illustrate this, he'll be fine if you have, well, something that doesn't get cultivated, because now he's lifting it. So using a worker with this will take some time, because it lifts it and he waits until the entire thing is lifted, which is good, because, well, otherwise he'd be cultivating other things that shouldn't be cultivated. But it does extend the working time, if you know what I mean. So as he comes around here and gets lined up, he's going to stop there, and you can see where the problem is. If another field you own is too close to the field you're trying to cultivate, because when he does this and goes forward, it starts cultivating, and he will basically stop immediately because he thinks he's finished that round. And but if let's demonstrate that part, because that's kind of where the only thing that you should be kind of aware of, I think, is if you hire workers. So we're going to hire a worker here, and as you can see, he's starting to lower it. It's already cultivating, but he's not going to go until it's completely unfolded. So it's nice that it's 15 miles per hour top speed, but you lose that time when it comes to the end. So as you can see here, he does fine there when it's when he comes to the end. So no problems there. As he turns around, we'll show you what happens if you have a field that's too close. That's why I would say recommend a headland for sure, because as he backs up, everything's fine, but as he starts to lower it, it's going to come in, get into the other field. Once it's fully open, and oh, he didn't do it this time. Oh, that little bugger. So it's hit and miss. See, over here, he left a much larger, as you can see where it kind of, the little back end of it, right? So of course I see him do one thing off camera, and as soon as I start filming, he does another thing. But anyways, that's really the only little thing. I don't think it's a defect necessarily. It's just how the implement lifts and lowers and how the workers use it. So it's not really a knock on. I don't know if that can be resolved really. It's just how it works, and it's not recommended for small field divisions or anyways. So there you have it. That's the update to the Piccin GNDHF 72x22 by Piccin and Connect Modding. Thank you all for watching. I'm Looney Farm Guy, and remember, it's only a game, so till next time, bye for now.